Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and I'm continuing playing Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot, first case, early cases. Hopefully it's early cases. Oh, jeez. My brains again. It's a good start. It's a good start for this game. So yes, on last episode we finally had a murder, and yes, it was apparently the major who got killed, and of course we already know that everybody loves the major. First cases. So, yeah. Major was killed in study. We don't know how and by whom. Maybe whom. I don't know. But as we know, everybody had some problem with the major. So, without further ado, let's go and see what we can see, and hopefully we can uncover the murderer. Also, we must not forget the blackmailing case. Obviously, the window is open to suggest that the perpetrator came from outside or and left for the outside. I'm almost certain that's not the case, but let's see. So, what is in F? Archibald Sterling. Archibald received call for the major. Did he now? As Hercule Poirot noted, he talked quite loudly, so as Poirot said that so everybody can notice. So was there actually any call, or was it just act? So we don't know yet. Received call for major, probably. And yeah, the volume he was speaking, I could hardly ignore. Yeah, that's something to think about. But, but. First things first, let's check the. I'm gonna leave the major's corpse last. There is definitely something, but I can't check it. And, well, apparently I need to check the body first. Fine. Fine, let's do all the things that you wanna do. So, do I need to find something or. Well, he's been stabbed. I would hazard the guess that that would be a stab wound. Abdomen, one stab. Pretty efficient. A single stab wound, I would expect to see number of puncture wounds if the culprit had come here with intention of murder. So are you suggesting it might be an accident? It could be, but still. Bruises? Oh. A result of confrontation with Monsieur Demire, although only one punch was thrown, there is substantial bruising to his face. Oh right, yeah, there was that. I totally forgot. Unless he was beaten a little bit more. I must use all my deductive skills and experience here. Besides the stab wound, there is little to go on from his body. I was brought here to find a blackmailer, but discovering the truth behind the major's death must take precedence. Oh, well, they are probably a bit connected, so because obviously the major could be the blackmailer, and that could be the reason why he was killed. Purple bruised face, aggressive-looking bruise on his cheek where Gideon had struck him, and single stab wound, evidence of single fatal attack. What is most likely to have inflicted this damage? Lies lifeless, presumably in the position he was killed. Yes. Damp floor, either water or blood. Well, let's check out. I'm guessing it's water then, because I would guess that Poirot would say that. So what could have caused such a large damp patch on the floor? So it's not blood then. We have a candle. Again, we can't check that. We have an ice bucket. So... Odd to have a bucket this size for such a minute amount of water. So I'm guessing we found out what caused the damp spot on the floor. Was Major having? Did Major have that bucket on his hands, or did the murderer come with the bucket? Don't know. So window.
Oh.
Excuse me. The snow continues to bellow in. Why this window has been left open, I cannot fathom. Okay. Well, I thought it would be a misdirection to suggest the murder came from outside and went outside, but I might be wrong. Anything else?
Huh.
No. Bellowing snow. Ah, a letter? From who?
Oh.
No, it's not a letter. A note is stuffed down the side of the seat. You do not know me, but I know you and your past very well. Years have passed and your actions remain hidden to the world. Actions that would shame even the evilest of men. The details so heinous, to include them would surely bring tear to my eye. Now is time for the truth to be revealed to all. While not one man is to blame for the final outcome, it was you that brought about the final piece to the puzzle, the one that no one else would. If you wish to remain free man, fill a brown paper parcel with 5,000 francs addressed to Monsieur Dupont de Barbiazon's cobbler before closing this coming Wednesday. While there is time to consider your next move, I would not ponder on it for too long. When the world knows of your crimes, they will surely not ponder long on your punishment. Years have passed and your actions remain hidden to the world. Well, obviously, this is similar blackmailing letter as to the Angeline, or Cassandra, or whatever. Final outcome, it was you that brought about the final piece to the puzzle. It could be for misdirection. Maybe, well, if one would be a cynical man, you could say that all of those blackmailing letters were not real, they were fake to cause misdirection, maybe. But fine. The question is this something Major wrote himself, or is this something Major got himself? Another blackmail letter, written in similar manner to the ones addressed to Mademoiselle Angeline. Could the Major be hiding secret of his own, or is he in fact the author of the letters? Yeah, there is that. He's either hiding, which is a possibility, or he is the author. But we will find out. For that I am sure. Maybe. Hopefully. There's a dent in a plaster and safe. Let's check the dent.
Aha.
Surprising that it has been left visible. Surely it would be a quick and easy fix. Unless it's a new dent safe.
Huh.
A bulky safe made with security in mind. It's locked tight, but a box of valuables sits on top. So, valuables sits on top, and nobody cared for those. And we have something on the floor. Burnt carpet. Well, okay. It's quite severe. Such a shame to see such beautiful made carpet ruined. Anything else? Ah, what? There you are. And maybe coat? I don't know. It does not look as though anything is obviously missing from it. So it was not for stealing things. Well, that That is definitely something. So we can't check. Blackmail letter, burnt carpet, wallet, ice bucket, body, damp floor, safe, dent in plaster. So, what can we do with those things? We have investigate blackmail and determine what happened prior to the Major's murder. We don't have any connections or links in here. We have few new things. Okay, but we have 2 links in here. Second floor window, open window, falling snow. Heavy snow is entering through the open window, filling the room. Despite being atop of safe, the contents are untouched. Why it's not locked away, I do not know. That is a good question. No one is getting here without the combination. No one is getting in here without the combination. Sum of money, substantial amount of money, enough that thief would not overlook it. Perhaps something else was stolen. A wallet, yeah. Large check from Monsieur da Silva's company to Major for security consulting. Rather pricey at that, okay. Damp floor, carpet. A few cubes remaining. The last remains of what was presumably full of ice. And minute of water. So I'm guessing damp floor and remaining ice cubes are connected.
What a revelation!
Yes. Someone has knocked over the bucket and then repositioned it. Someone besides the Major. Yes. Well, probably killed the person. Unrepaired. Surely this should have been easy enough to repair. Was this a recent? A dent in plaster and burnt carpet. It's quite severe. Such a shame to see. Yes. So could. Second floor window. Sum of money. Jewelry box. Can I connect these?
Another success. I never doubted myself.
Good for you. The obvious items of value have not been taken. Why would the killer not take a reward? The killing was not about the money. It was about the message. So valuable and not taken. We have still connections. Do I connect check and money?
I must take
Nope.
a different approach if I am to uncover the truth.
Okay, you must do that. Unrepaired, second floor window. Falling snow, dent in plaster. Maybe this
Some would say a lucky guess.
with the bucket.
I would say a moment of genius.
There are signs that something occurred in the study between the Major and our unknown fugitive. A perpetrator, not fugitive. Well, you could say that. So we have still one connection to do. Evidence of a fight, not light. Single stab wound, burn mark. Second floor window. Second floor. Do I connect these?
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
If someone had gone to the lengths of scaling the wall, they surely would have taken some valuables. So, either the phone call was real from somebody that made a Major to go to the study. That would mean that maybe some of the guests could have called it, but I don't know if that is possible. Or there was no phone call, just Archibald faking it. Butler did it. I do hope it's not the butler. That would be such. Well, I don't know if it's a cliche, but it's always Butler did it in the joke, so who knows. So So far, we've done everything. I can confirm that the window was not the intruder's point of entry. Careless of me not to check the door first upon arrival. Yes, you are careless. So what? Let's talk to Archibald.
Anything I can do to help, Detective?
Let's see. Apparently no.
Your help and discretion in this matter.
So, wrong button again because I need to press these. Wait. What do I need to do now? I probably need to check the door.
Oh.
Ah, the door shows no signs of forced entry or tampering, but they just have knocked and been allowed to enter. Either that or they were already inside. So we have one connection. Logical entry point, door. The obvious and logical entrance to the study and the waiting major. Did the killer simply enter through the door? Why wouldn't a single stab wound maybe?
Come, my little grey cells.
Okay, no. Yeah. Door connecting major's bedroom and study. Interesting. Fight.
What a revelation!
Evidence shows that the fight of sorts broke out sometime after the killer entered the room, unobstructed. The door from the bedroom to the study was how the perpetrator entered the room, but what I still do not know is were they invited in or did they slip in unknown? Okay, we are making progress, so everything is done in here for now. Now we can talk to Archie. Archie?
Anything I can do to help, Detective?
Yes, I hope. Has anyone else entered this room this evening?
Rihanna brought him some ice for his cheek earlier.
Okay.
And when was that?
When he returned from his cigar outside, he asked for something to be brought upstairs to ease the swelling of his face.
Okay.
He would normally smoke only in here. Lady Vandenbosch doesn't like the smell of his cigars in the public rooms.
Right, okay. Madame continues to rule her home how she sees fit, and it is her prerogative. Okay, yes, that makes sense.
Your help and discretion in this matter are greatly appreciated.
Now that I know that the major was not alone, it is time to search the study further in hopes of finding a clue as to who was with him. With my luck, there are multiple persons. The scene of the crime has been investigated, but it does not show a straightforward series of events. The circumstances around the major cigar is one such avenue that requires further exploration. Well, I'm guessing the burn marks are connected. Nothing to connect at the moment. So, what can we... ashtray. Yes. Now we can, annoying... A reasonably full ashtray. I would have expected him to at least clean this out. Well, maybe he didn't have time. But yeah, I thought this was something I need to check, but I couldn't check until I've done something. Now we can check the rest of the things, hopefully. Okay. Minor nitpick. The major's jacket.
Oh.
A scruffy-looking jacket is hanging upon the coat rack. The major's scabbard is in the pocket. Anything else? So, nothing else.
Aha.
Okay. Towel.
Aha.
Discarded towel, folded and unused. Matchbox. No matches remain, so they're being used. There's a desk and some letter, obviously.
Huh.
A rather organized desk containing what looks like an important documents. So can I... Well, I can't check the documents, so probably not that important. Ah, fireplace. Of course we need to check the fireplace. Something could be in there.
Oh.
It's incredibly dirty. The logs are old and covered in dust, so it hasn't been used. Interesting. Well, maybe. What else? Oh, can I check the boar's head? Because it's tilted. Apparently not. Anything else? Fireplace. Desk. No. So we need to check what we can connect. 4 deductions. Okay. Moldy logs. I thought they were dusty. Half-smoked cigar. Well used. The mage's money is obviously spent elsewhere because art. Okay. Ring of dust. There is a rather thick layer of dust surrounding the ashtray. Will I find other evidence of neglect? Moldy logs then?
Magnifique.
I would have expected Major to keep his belongings in much tidier fashion. To be honest, I don't think it's Major. Well, in this time of age, why would Major deal with the logs in a fireplace? Or rings of dust around the ashtray? What is this? Matchbox, empty. Desk, very tidy. It's remarkably tidy, although all his recent documents are impractically stored at the back. Was the room cleaned by someone other than himself? Maybe. Letter opener. This point does not look sharp to tear paper, let alone puncture skin. Okay. And Mitch's jacket, old and worn. Knife holster. It is empty. There should be at least a decorative knife, or what is the use for this? So maybe a missing knife? That could be the murder weapon?
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Or are we suggesting it's not a murder, more like an accident? Or manslaughter. The mage's knife is missing and his body lies with a stab wound. It could very well be the murder weapon. Could be, or it could be a red herring. Potential murder weapon, yes. So, killer's entry to the room was unobstructed, half-smoked cigar, well used. Half-smoked cigar and burn mark.
I should not be surprised by my own skill.
The major was smoking recently, unsurprisingly, and dropped his cigar. What could have lit the cigar? Empty matchbox.
This will not get me any closer to my goal.
Okay. So what do I want to connect? Very tight letter opener.
I
Nope.
must act on thought and fact.
Okay. Okay, we need to talk Archibald. Bucket was overturned.
Is
No.
there something?
Oh, what happened there? A ring of dust. I fancied it might be dusty. Well used. Do I connect these.
Come,
Nope.
my little grey cells. We must think.
No. Matchbox empty. Burn mark?
Order and method. That is the way.
Okay, okay. Order and method. Yes, yes. What am I missing? Quite a lot, probably. Old and worn. Do I connect this with this?
I
Nope.
must act on thought and.
Yes, I must. Where's the towel thing? We don't have a towel. Right. Or do I connect these?
This will not get me any closer to my goal.
What am I missing? Quite a lot, but oh, sorry. Murder weapon. So I'm still a little baffled that there's no thing mentioned about the towel, as far as I can see. Well, maybe connect very tidy with the bucket. I don't know. I think that's something I haven't tried, so we might as well.
What a revelation!
So it was this then, okay. This crime scene has been tampered with. The killer clearly had enough time to cover their tracks. Right. Someone has knocked over the bucket and then repositioned it. Someone besides the major. So, okay, so it's tampered. Fine. Okay. So let's talk to Archibald. Again.
Anything I can do to help, Detective?
Well, let's see. For a house that has such high standards, there is a noticeable lack of care taken in here. That is true.
As I said, Mr. Hagen did not allow the staff in here alone, besides me. He was very clear on that.
Interesting. So are these the forbidden rooms? At least partly? Who knows?
Have the staff ever given him reason to not trust them?
Nothing has ever been brought to my attention, but he was very clear no one was to be in here without his permission.
Okay, that makes sense then why things haven't been cleaned, okay?
I suppose it is not unreasonable. I would have thought with his military past he would have kept it immaculate with not a speck of dust or hair out of place. But the fireplace, for instance, says otherwise.
To be honest, he would probably have a help for these things, because after all, he's a major. He wouldn't dirty his own hands. Most likely.
I haven't seen it lit since he has been with us, even in the colder months. It's been in this state for some time.
Your help and discretion in this matter are greatly appreciated.
Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, I was thinking aide de camp is the junior officer or something like that who helps the senior. I might be mistaken. Anyways, that's neither here nor there, so let's continue. Nothing new on the blackmail, but we have something in here. Unused fireplace. Okay. Do I connect this
Magnifique.
with the empty matchbox? Apparently I do. There are no items that could start a fire or light a cigar, so somebody offered to light the cigar for the major. That would make sense, maybe. Maybe. Oh, we can connect more. So killer's entry and no fire source. I'm gonna connect these two then.
I cannot see the
Nope.
logic in this. Perhaps a second look at the evidence.
Oh, I need to connect apparently evidence of smoking with no fire source.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
There remains no means to light his cigar. Someone must have lit it for him, someone he trusted, but who? Most likely the one who killed him, maybe. Although it could be a situation there have been a couple of people here and one is the killer and one is not. But again, I'm jumping ahead. Let's connect these two.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Someone lit his cigar for him and attacked him when he least expected it. Who could have been so ruthless? Well, okay. I'm guessing we go with that assumption then. So, yeah. Major knew his killer. So what do I need to connect now? Crime scene was compromised. Do I connect these?
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
So crime scene tampered and Major knew his killer. Connection, okay. They lit the Major's cigar and following the brutal act of murder took the time to clean the scene. They were not in a hurry and could still be in the house. How could they remain so calm? Could still be in the house. They definitely are in the house. Yes. It could be a one killer or multiple perpetrators. One could be connected to earlier case, maybe, because I was harboring the idea that one of these are connected to Floret Duval. Actually, now that I think of it, there is one person who might know about Floret, or at least Floret's relatives, and that would be Margot DeVos, because he does charity work and he has the shelter, women's shelter. Floret could have been a customer in there, so to speak. I can't remember if Floret had any brothers or whatnot. She might have. So even Hugo could have connection to Floret. That's interesting. So, yes. So what do we do now? Oh, wrong button again. So I'm guessing we are talking to... I don't know. Let's talk to Archibald. Let's see what he says.
Anything I can do to help
Nothing.
Your help and discretion in this matter are great.
So am I understanding I'm just going to leave? No. What am I supposed to do? Again, that's weird. We're not interacting with the towel.
Ah,
Wait a minute. Seriously, what am I supposed to do? My initial findings confirmed the Major was stabbed with his own knife and burglary was staged to cover the evidence of a struggle between the culprit and victim. Oh, there was actually a staging of burglary because nothing was stolen. Oh, that's weird. Okay. I do have a problem.
Anything I can do to...
your help and discretion in this matter are greatly appreciated.
Okay, so I'm not allowed to leave. What am I supposed to find next? Or do I need to... Okay. Oh, wait, what? Is this something I could have interacted earlier, or is it new? A normal looking poker stand, nothing appears out of the ordinary. Oh, great. So we needed to check that. So we can deduce something more. The point is sharp, but it's not the most practical weapon to inflict the Major's wound. Clean. No signs of being used recently to stoke a fire or anything else. Why is the poker so suspiciously clean? Well, because nobody used fireplace.
Is there something I am not seeing?
Crime scene was compromised.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
There is currently no way to rule out the poker being the murder weapon. Oh, okay. Well, the wound didn't seem like a... Well, the problem is I can't see the poker or what kind of a poker it is, so yeah, it might be a murder weapon. The murder weapon remains a mystery. The killer, whose identity is still to be uncovered, must still reside in this house. Yes. Okay. So what now? Now we are talking to Archibald again. Come, my little grey cells, let us solve this mystery. Well, and another mind map unlocked. I was not expecting to have a murder case on my hands when I arrived, but this will merely be another test for the great detective Poirot. Blackmail letter. Oh, not a simple burglary. If someone had gone to the lengths of scaling the wall, yes. Blackmail. What else? What else? Right. So let's go and talk to Archie. Maybe we finally can leave from this room.
Anything I can do to help, Detective?
Please let me go. I believe I have collected all the necessary information and evidence. I would now like to inspect his adjoining bedroom. Okay.
As you wish.
Am I? It is clear the reason for entering the Major's study was not to make haste with his valuables. What I must understand is if the intent for murder was there. The study has been manipulated following the Major's death, meaning they had time to return to the scene and attempt to cover their tracks. The perpetrator entered through the bedroom. Perhaps there is something they failed to clean up behind them. That can make sense of all of this. I should review what clues the study yielded before I continue. So am I guessing this chapter is totally just going through Major's rooms? It would seem like it. Not that I'm complaining, but yeah. If the killer still resides in the house, I must approach everyone with not only caution but suspicion. Yes, even the Archie. The major study. Killer may still be in the building, definitely. Not a simple burglary. Burglary. Definitely not a burglary. Archibald. What do we have? Why? Okay. Let's see. Murder. So. Okay. So let's start going through this room. Okay, we have a letter.
Huh.
Another letter addressed to the major. It appears he has someone looking out for his business concerns with the workers' strike. Ah. Felix, I understand that there are a number of business concerns for you in the situation that has arisen within the factories, but I offer this piece of advice. Step back. Monsieur Becker's efforts with the union have finally opened the workers' eyes, and they seek, nay, demand the fair treatment they deserved for so long. The fuel for the fire has already been laid, and the match is ready to be struck. You do not want to be near those flames when they ignite. I know you were once a good, honorable man. I pray that is still true today. I must review the information I have gathered from each guest today. There may be something that will help reveal the identity of the letter's author. Well, we will soon see that. But yes. Rifles. Okay. Anything about the plant? Okay, plants rely each other. Survive something which species could take a lesson from. Okay, yes, thank you. Drawer. It seems Madame van den Bosch's heart is a trophy worth fighting over. Major Hagen, I hope you will excuse my bluntness and plain speaking, but there is a matter regarding Madame van den Bosch that requires not only our attention, but a level of understanding and respect between us both. I am fully aware of the help that you have offered to not only Madame, but her family and household. I am also aware that you know the assistance that I have given to Madame and the Viscount before her. We were friends and business partners, and I felt it my duty to continue to give aid and keep the Van den Bosch name at the standing that it has always been. Having said that, it is not always as simple to keep business and personal matters separate, and this is how I find myself today. Cassandra and I share a bond that one does not experience often in their lifetime. No doubt you have felt similar. But what may be lust to one man is love to another. While I respect you for your efforts in the war and the generosity you have shown Madame, I must request you step back from what you consider to be your duties at the house, and allow for Madame to make her choice, the choice that I believe is obvious to all parties. I trust this correspondence remains for your eyes only, and a gentleman's agreement is enough to guarantee our arrangement. Well, it is a rather bold move to challenge the major as they have, especially with his position at the house. I think it's De Silva. Was it De Silva? Yes, worked with major and definitely had feelings. Yes. Curious letter. That's one reason to kill? Maybe. And what do we have here? Apparently we can't check that or these, but I can check the hunting rifle. This could be the weapon that brought down some of the impressive animals that now fill the walls. Could be, maybe. Note, a mounted animal head.
Oh.
I am not sure how I would fare coming to face with such beasts. Oh, we have heard that earlier. And note, a rather threatening letter has been penned addressed to Major F. Hagen. Dear Major F. Hagen, I did not think I would ever find myself writing letters such as this, but under the current circumstances I see no other option. Madame van den Bosch and I have been friends for more years than I care to say. That is why I can no longer sit back and allow your bullying to continue. I guess this is Margot. I am well aware of the companionship you have offered to my good friend over the years. It has been most generous, and without it I care not to think what would have happened to her. But that does not give you the opportunity to act in such a foul and boorish manner. The day the Viscount passed, I promised that I would protect both Cassandra and Angeline, and it is a promise I will keep. You were once a major in British armed forces, but your actions have mirrored that of a drunken fools who hold no place in our society, let alone Madame's house. Please do not bother yourself with a response. There is not a question that requires an answer. Only hope you that you see your errors and adjust them accordingly. I'm guessing that's Margot. The author speaks of bullying, and although no specifics are noted, any form of that treatment towards a woman is not acceptable. Yes, indeed. A drink's a globe. I wonder how many travel expeditions have been planned while enjoying the contents of the globe. Right, okay. So what do we have? Investigate murder, obviously. Determine who in the house warrants cautious attention. We have quite a lot. We have many letters. Threatening letter. Close to Cassandra. Cassandra bullied by the Major. Well, these...
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Margot protective of Cassandra, obviously. Margot was quick to speak of her protection over Cassandra. She must take his role very seriously. Seriously. Seriously? I can't speak. Written by Margot, yes. So we have a mention of helping family, love for Cassandra mentioned, warning about upcoming strikes, Hugo's positive work is mentioned, Zachariah, and Gideon, Hugo, Ernesto. But love for the Cassandra mentioned, Ernesto, help.
I must take a different approach if I am to uncover the truth.
Oh, do I need to connect Ernesto with this?
I cannot see the logic in this. Perhaps a...
Okay, so mention of helping the family. Ernesto supports the family.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of...
If there is something between Ernesto and Madame van den Bosch, Archibald will surely know of it. Well, surely. Don't call me Shirley. And rocky working relationship with strikes. I would say Hugo warning about strikes, and Hugo is a union leader.
Come,
nope.
my little Grace.
Okay, that doesn't work.
We must think
Hugo's positive work is mentioned, and union leader. Okay.
Order and method.
Nope.
That is.
What about strikes and Hugo's heated discussion?
This will not get me any closer to my goal.
I'm almost certain this needs to be... Oh, right. I didn't know this Gideon is a supporter of the unions. maybe it's Gideon then.
Is there
Nope.
something?
Yes.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
I totally forgot that Gideon was a supporter of the unions. Fortunately, it read there I should have been more perceptive, but I wasn't. So, the only other union supporter I know that is passionate enough to write such a letter, Monsieur Gideon. That is true. I don't know why I wasn't thinking that at all, but that's me. Anyways, let's talk to Archie. Or do we have something in here? Not at the moment, no. So, yeah, we have curious letter, demanding letter, threatening letter. Okay, so let's talk to Archibald.
Certainly. What do you need?
What do you know of the Major's relationships with the guests?
The male guests, I believe, he knows in a business capacity, but I'm afraid that's all I know. I will add, though, he has not always been the easiest man to get along with.
That is true, yeah.
You are talking from personal experience of working for him.
I am head butler to the Van den Bosch family in their home. He has made himself comfortable, but to me he still remained a guest.
Yeah, I can see that. Do you know much of the Major's time in the army?
There's not much I couldn't tell you. As soon as he found out my father was in the army, his stories never stopped.
Interesting.
I am sure an officer of his rank must have many a tale.
A tale is a fitting description. Not so much a pinch of salt, more like a bag is needed listening to them.
Okay, so little tall tales probably, or even outright lies. What can you tell me about Monsieur da Silva and the Major and Madame Van den Bosch?
You've lost me, detective?
So you're saying you don't know anything about it, or you are just being a good servant?
I struggle to believe they were both helping her out of the kindness of their hearts. Could they have been fighting for the Madame's affection?
Ah, that didn't take you long to spot.
Well, the letter helped me, which obviously stated everything. Monsieur Stelling's lack of real response give me all the answers I require.
Your help and discretion in this matter are greatly appreciated.
Okay. Excuse me. So, where is the new... Oh, here we have. The Major fabricated his accomplishments. Yeah. So, it's no surprise the Major would embellish his war stories or make them about his accomplishments. Multiple admirers Cassandra. Ernest and the Major were both fighting the Cassandra's affection. Archibald claims there are more people that dislike the Major than do. The Major is generally disliked. Well, we do know that, yes. Let's try to connect a love for Cassandra with multiple admirers.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Now I know of Ernestus' feeling towards Cassandra. He must be the one behind the letter. I thought that was obvious. Okay.
Magnifique.
Written by Ernesto. It seems the guests were not fond of the Major. That is true. So we have these multiple guests threatened the Major. And Killer may still be in the building. Killer is still in the building.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
It is highly possible one of the guests is behind the murder. This warrants immediate investigation. Based on the evidence seen in the major study and bedroom, as well as what I have learned from speaking with the guests, Monsieur da Silva, Comtesse de Vos, Monsieur de Mere, Varancuzzo, and further investigation. To be honest, I wouldn't rule out any other people either. After all, this is a Hercule Poirot case. So we need to talk to Archie again.
Certainly. What do you need?
There is nothing further for me to investigate in here. Would you kindly gather the guests for me?
As you wish, Detective.
Okay. It seems there is no simple explanation for what happened here. The Major's popularity amongst the guests does not seem very high. There are still many questions that must be asked. And you do have to remember, even the servants didn't like the Major. So I was correct. Chapter 3 was totally just checking the murders.
Guests are waiting for you, Detective.
Okay.
I informed them of what has happened, but divulged no details.
Good, good. There goes my opportunity to catch one of them off guard. No matter, I have more than one weapon in my armory. Yeah, that's too bad, but hopefully, well, if they know too many details, then maybe dear Archibald is doing some naughty business anyways.
I am most grateful. Madame Van den Bosch is here also?
She's in her room with Miss Angeline. It may be better to speak with them privately tomorrow.
Well, to be honest, that's not how this works, but I think we have to do it as he says.
Oui, merci. I shall come find you again once my questioning is complete.
The quest's alibis are my priority. Once I can confirm their whereabouts this evening, I can understand who had an opportunity. So, new mind map unlocked, interrogate the guests and confirm their alibis. I have my lead suspects from the evidence at the scene of the crime. Perhaps those will change after speaking with them all. So we have Jackie, Margot, Gideon, Zachariah, Archibald, Hugo, and Ernesto. Again, Margot could be connected to Flora through her house for the ladies. Zachariah maybe knows something about, well, definitely knows something about the Major, and maybe something happened in the war that made him to kill Major. Maybe. Even Archibald has reasons. But anyways, I think I end this episode. I know it's, well, it's a little bit shorter, but to be honest, it's, I guess next episode will be quite a lot of, well, this whole game is quite a lot of talking and going through the mind maps. But yeah, so we investigated crime scene, and next episode we will go through at least some of the suspects and see what they have to say. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.